So today we will start the topic that is the intensive subsistence farming. Basically, we have already read that the farmings are two types. One is the subsistence farming and another one is the commercial farming. Now, subsistence farming having two parts or the two types. One is the primitive subsistence farming and another one is the intensive subsistence farming. Now, in case of the primitive subsistence farming, on the previous day we read about the primitive subsistence where the old tools and techniques are used, and this is for they are producing the things for the family members only. Now, the next part of the subsistence farming is the intensive subsistence farming. Now, in this kind of the farming, here also the farmers are producing the things to meet the need or the demand of their family members only. But in this kind of the farming practice, it is not the primitive one. They are not using the old tools and techniques. They are not totally depend on the nature for their agricultural activity. Basically, this kind of the farming practice actually started in the world because the farmers have seen that day by day the population of the world has been increasing. Earlier the population was less, so they are doing primitive subsistence farming. It was okay. Whatever production was there, that was okay for them. But nowadays what happened, due to the increase of the population, they think that they required more amount of the crop. So they changed the concept of the primitive subsistence, and instead of that they introduced the intensive subsistence farming. Basically, intensive subsistence farming in the world, you will find in those countries the intensive subsistence farming are there where the population pressure on the land is very high. The intensive subsistence farming is practiced in those areas of the world where the population pressure on the land is very high. Population pressure on the land is very high means in these areas the population density is very high, but the total amount of the land is not that much high. We are having a term that is called the man-land ratio. That means the ratio between the human being and the available amount of the land. So in this case of the intensive subsistence farming, the amount of the human being is high, but the total amount of the land is less. So we are saying that the population pressure on the land is very high. That's why the farmers are doing intensive subsistence farming. In this kind of the intensive subsistence farming, the farmers are actually using the modern inputs. They have already introduced the irrigation, because earlier we read in the primitive they are not introduced any kind of the irrigation activity. They are totally depend on the monsoon rainfall. But here they have introduced the irrigation. They are supplying the water by the help of the irrigation only. Now other kind of the inputs also they are actually giving to their lands, like the biochemical inputs. They are using the manure, we can say. Even they can use the some amount of the fertilizers and all also. The use of the machines are there in this kind of the agriculture, but the use of the machines are very limited in this kind of the agriculture. They are not using the machines in a very commercial manner. They are using but very limited manner. Basically, most of the agricultural job done by the manual labors only. That means the human being, here also their community members or the family workers, they are only working on the land. By the manual labors only, they all are doing the thing. Now, in case of this kind of the farming, one of the important characteristics is that the size of the land holding. That means the size of the farming land is very small in this kind of the farming. Why the size of the land holding is very small? Because whenever you see that population density is very high and the amount of the land is very less. The population density is very high means only in a small amount of the land, huge amount of the population pressure is there. And as well as there is another thing, it's actually working over behind this, that is the right of inheritance. Now, what does it mean, right of inheritance? You will say in case of the countries like India, the properties get divided according to the generation wise. Suppose my granddad had a land that was divided in between my mom and their brothers and sisters, and the the land which is belong to my mom or dad, that is maybe divided in between me and my brother and sisters. So this is called the right of inheritance. Because of this right and inheritance, in the agricultural land also the land gets divided, and because of this division of the land among the successive generation, this has actually created the small size of the land holdings. That's why we are saying that the intensive subsistence farming, the size of the land holdings are very small. But this is an uneconomical thing. Obviously this is not an economical thing, because in a small piece of the land, the production, it's like very much problematic to grow the crops and all, because if the lands are big, so they can use the machines, they can go for the crops and all. In this kind of the farming practice, because of the more production, farmers are doing the work more intensively. They are using the manures actually to maintain the fertility of the soil. They are using the irrigation, as I already told. In this kind of the agriculture, that's why we have seen that the yield per unit area is high. That means their production is high than the previous one. Maximum output they are trying to take out from the limited resources. They don't have any alternative source of the livelihood. Thus there is a enormous pressures, or thus there is a high pressure on the agricultural land. This is about the intensive subsistence farming. Basically this farming, here also farmers are producing to maintain their family only, to feed their family members only. But here now the population pressure on the land is very high. So they think about the more production from that same amount of the land only. So they have started intensive farming. Meaning of the intensive farming means they are using the biochemical inputs, they are giving the manure to make the soil fertile, as well as they are using the irrigation to get the high production. Basically here also the family members are working, very limited amount of the machines are used only, the labors are actually leading to the intensive use of the land. In this kind of the farming activity, we can say that the production per yield unit area is high, but due to the high population, per labor production is less. So this is all about the intensive subsistence farming. Now, lastly, we had read about the primitive subsistence farming, and you all know the characteristics of the primitive subsistence farming. Now, what are the difference between this primitive subsistence farming and intensive subsistence farming? The basic difference is there. In the primitive subsistence farming, the size of the land holdings are small, but in the intensive subsistence farming, the size of the land holdings are much smaller. Primitive subsistence farming, they are totally depend on nature, but intensive subsistence farming, no, they are not totally depend on the nature. They are using the biochemicals, manure in the land, as well as they are going for the irrigation. In case of the intensive subsistence farming, the population pressure on the land was not so high. But in case of this intensive subsistence farming, the population pressure on the land is very high. In case of the primitive subsistence farming, whatever amount of the production was there, that was huge only. But in case of the intensive subsistence farming, due to the more amount of the people, now the per unit production is low. Basically, in case of the intensive subsistence farming, the farmers are producing or growing wheat, soybean, rice, this kind of the things. In case of the India, you can see the places or the states where the population pressure is very high. The people are practicing intensive subsistence farming. Even not only India, you will find the countries like the Southeast Asian countries like China, then North Korea, then Japan, even India. Then you can talk about the northern part of the Japan, Manchuria. These all countries where the population density is very high, the intensive subsistence farming is practiced. So this is all about the intensive subsistence farming. Now check the book once. Intensive subsistence farming. This type of the farming is practiced in the areas of the high population pressure on the land. It is labor intensive farming, that means the more number of the laborers are working over here, where high doses of the biochemical input and the irrigation are used for obtaining the higher production. Obviously they are using the irrigation system as well as the biochemical inputs to get more benefit or more return from the land. Can you name some of the states of the India where such farming is practiced? Yes, obviously we can say about Bihar, West Bengal, UP, where the population density is very high, so intensive farming practiced is there. Though the right of inheritance, as I said, you lands gets divided, so because of the right of the inheritance leading to the division of the land among the successive generations has rendered land holding size uneconomical, and the farmers continue to take maximum output of the limited land in the absence of the alternative source of the livelihood, because they are only depend on the agriculture only. Thus enormous pressure on the agricultural land. That's why the agricultural land, the pressure is very high to take out the maximum profit or maximum output. So this is all about the intensive subsistence farming.